Morning. Monday again, here we are. Doesn't the week fly past, honest to God? I had all prepped what I was going to talk about this morning, which I don't normally do, actually. I will talk about that as well, because I ran an amazing retreat called She Escapes last week, and we did really escape. But what we actually escaped from was this ridiculous situation we've got going on in the world, but our own minds. That's what the women that attended the She Escapes retreat really escaped from. And this morning, literally 5 minutes ago, I had a moment of awakening. So we obviously had lots of food left over from the retreat, because how do you cater for 10 women for 4 days? With all different likes, dislikes, literally impossible. But actually I think we did pretty well. The feedback is we did amazingly well. But of course we brought back, I tell you what, mainly we brought back bread. Lots and lots of bread, because of course many people don't eat bread. So my partner said to me this morning, what do you want for breakfast? And I said, well, and I just looked across at the bread. I said, oh, well, we should use that up, really. And she just looked at me a bit strangely and said, no, but what do you want for breakfast? I said, well, these white rolls need using up. And she said, well, do you want white rolls? I said, well, no, but we can't waste them. She just looked at me and she said, you're not a dustbin. You're not a garbage disposal. You don't have to eat those rolls. Well, I had a little moment of emotion, because I realised that my self-worth was very much attached to how my mum fed me. So my mum, they didn't have much money. I'm sure I'm not going to tell a tale. I'm not expecting sympathy. They just didn't have much money. They spent it. They gambled it, actually, my parents. And so consequently, and don't get me wrong, I was never mistreated. But of course, the food was always the cheapest food, the use it up food. That, oh, actually, we need to have that vegetable with that dish with that, because that's what's left over in the fridge. And your mother hasn't been shopping till Friday. Friday was shopping day. Remember it really vividly. You've probably got similar childhood memories. And if you ever work out where your beliefs come from, they could come from how you've been looked after, trained and treated as a child. So, my girlfriend just literally gave me a moment and said, well, you're not eating it then, are you? Because we're not going to... And I said, well, we'll put it in the freezer then. This is, I run a very successful business. I live in a beautiful house. I don't have any money worries at all. Really, genuinely very grateful for this. I've created a business where I don't have that as an issue, created a life where I don't. So it's certainly not attached to, well, I didn't think it was, attached to money anymore. I'm running my free Money Mindset Reset program next Monday, and it's the last time I'm running it free. It's the last time I'm running one of those, actually, and it's the last time I'm running it free. So if you've got this sort of shit going on where your self-worth is linked to finances, i.e. I can't afford the nice boots, I shouldn't buy the nice handbag, I can't afford to go on the good training that I know is going to change my mindset, or I can't afford to employ someone who's going to take my business to the next level. This is very much self-worth and money are linked so closely. And I just had an absolute example of this morning, because it's not about the pounds worth of bloody white rolls, is it? It's just that I have this behaviour pattern linked to a belief around I'm not worth good food. Fascinating as I embark today on yet another journey, but the final journey, hopefully the final journey. I'm running my She Escapes retreat again in April with the lovely Susan Royal. She does the yoga and the calm stuff, and I do the get your shit sorted and sort yourself out sort of stuff. And in my head, I'm thinking 6 months, I could feel and look considerably different. I didn't do any of the yoga on my own yoga retreat. And it wasn't hard yoga, it was relaxation, restorative meditation, and I didn't do any of it because I just physically didn't feel like I should or could. So that gave me a massive wake-up call. It's like, Vivian, you've got to sort your body out. And I look back at some of the stuff that's gone on in my world, and I've been trying to work out. I've been doing a lot of self-work, as you can imagine. I do this for a living. But you can't coach yourself. Even if you're a fucking good coach, which I am, you cannot coach yourself. Because the stuff that is causing the problem is so well hidden that someone else has to come and find it. It's a bit like, when you've lost something in the house and you know it's there, but you just can't find it. Someone just comes in and goes, oh, here it is. You're like, oh, bloody, I looked there. It's exactly the same with coaching your mind, because things hide. You've wrapped them away, locked them away so that you can't feel them or experience them anymore. So this is Mindset Coaching 101. So people say to me, well, hang on a minute, you do this for a living. Why can't you sort this food thing out? No, I can't sort it out for myself. I need a really good mindset coach to come and do it. And trust me, if I have a load of people will try and sell me all sorts of products and quick fixes and programs, I need somebody to coach my mind. And I haven't found anyone that can do that as succinctly as I do with people. It may sound a bit egotistical, but it's absolutely true. So I'm assuming I got a raft of people going to suggest that to me. And if you're the right coach for me, I will know it and you'll know it. But anyway, I just wanted to share my experience this morning of actually you don't have to eat all the food. And you might not have this. And comment, please, if you're watching this live or on catch up, how you feel about leftover food. Because for me, it's like a revelation. What do you mean I don't have to eat that? Of course I do. Because that was all I basically ate. Unless it was Friday and my mum had been shopping and then it was a free-for-all. We had loads of food. But even then it was restricted because it had to last. So it's been interesting. It's been interesting to watch 10 women eat and how they eat and how much they eat and what they prefer to eat. Just fascinating. Real education, because of course I'm an only child, just me and my parents until they died. And then, whatever partner I was with. And of course you assume kind of different eating roles depending on which partner you're with. Well, I have anyway. So, when I was with guys, they ate a lot and so did I. And now I have a partner who is diabetic and she doesn't eat sugar very often. And when she does, she feels shit. I've realised so do I. So lots of education, lots of realising, self-introspection, coaching. It's not about the diet really. It's about believing what I should eat, what I shouldn't eat. And actually I don't have to eat the white bloody rolls. So I'm going to throw the white rolls away. Anyway, so that was not what I was going to talk about, but it is really. It is what I was going to talk about, because if your beliefs are running your life, which they are, all your beliefs that you laid down in childhood and have been obeying since, they rule your life. And I know I bang on about this, but I really do, because you can try willpower and you can try determination, you can try having a coach to crack the whip and tell you what to do. But when you sort it out from within, it sorts itself out. It's no longer a challenge for you. It just naturally happens. Whatever it is you're struggling with, be it earning money, spending money, I don't know, doing exercise, treating yourself well. Money and self-worth are so highly linked that I can't separate them really, actually. It's interesting to see the money mindset of all the people that I meet on a regular basis. So if you've got that problem, come along, do my free. I called it free because, of course, you wouldn't pay for it if you've got money mindset issues. You've probably tried all sorts of free things to get out of your own way with it, and they haven't worked. Because actually what you're saying is, it's not worth me spending time and money. Time is another one, yeah? I'm not worth it. I'm going to carry on feeling like this, behaving like this. You'll accidentally move a few other shitty beliefs when you come on that program. You can't help doing so because your brain has them linked to other things. So yeah, that's my take on this. But yes, had an amazing time. Socially distancing, a retreat was fascinating. I've never run a retreat before, and Sue had never run one of that length. So it was a real challenge, but it wasn't. Do you know what? We thought it was going to be a challenge. It was an absolute joy. It flowed beautifully. The group that were there were perfect. It was, absolutely everything we could have imagined. And even the weather obeyed. Every time we needed it to be sunny or dry or whatever we needed, it was. The place we rented, which we knew was going to be spectacular, was. The energy of it was just incredible. So yeah, so we definitely decided, we'd already decided we knew it was going to be great and we're going to run it again, but we didn't rebook until we made sure, but we did. So we only have a few spaces left actually, because quite a few of them have rebooked. We've had a lot of inquiries, so if you are interested in coming to the next one in April next year, when hopefully we won't have to socially distance, catering socially distanced is very interesting, then obviously drop me a message. It's by invitation only because the energy of the retreat has to be right, but if you feel it's right for you, then it probably is. So drop me a message if you're interested in coming. Make sure we get the next group of 12 women, which I think we're going to have this time. Don't know why, but I do. We've managed to find another room available, so we have a sharing rate as well as a room, like a single occupancy ensuite room rate as well. So, and also just to tell you while I'm on here, my She Enjoys Mega Success Online Summit is on the 15th of October. Tickets have gone on sale for that. Of course, I didn't do any marketing for that last week because I was completely immersed with the women that I was serving with mindset and empowerment, which is what the retreat was. So yes, you'll see lots more about that this week. Book your ticket and hopefully I'll see you then. So lots going on for October, and I look forward to helping you get out your own way with whatever it is you need. Have a great week.